I got a check. Bitch, I got a check. Bitch, I got a check. I buy anything I want cause I got a check.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy TDK and I'm back, but after taking that sorry L, yo. Shout out to that dude. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I'm definitely not gonna take nothing from him. But let's go ahead and backtrack. See what players we get in these cool little packs as we get the silly little Texas defensive playbook and whatnot. And that's what I was saying, the NO coach, man. I like the NO coach. Oh, my dude, Michael Orr, who plays for the Tennessee Titans and whatnot. If you did not know, he used to play for the Baltimore Ravens, and now he plays for the Tennessee Titans and whatnot. Definitely excited to see him and whatnot. If you did not know, Michael Orr is one of my favorite dudes. I saw The Blind Side like twice, yo. Great movie. I ain't even gonna front. Great movie. I enjoyed that movie so much that I went and saw it twice. You know what I'm saying? I pulled my dude Lewis. I actually was pretty surprised to see how slow that dude was. I thought for sure. I think Lewis came from Duke University. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I'm most likely wrong. But like I was saying, dude came from Duke, I think. And I was pretty surprised to see how slow he was. I was like, dang, I ain't even go front. This kind of whack, bro. You know what I'm saying? As I pull Matt Barkley. I'm over here messing up on folks' names. I pulled a Matt Barkley and whatnot. I was looking at the card and I was like, okay, you not going to get no PT, so I was going to keep it pushing and whatnot. I'm not seeing a Brandon Marshall. I ain't going to front. I'm not even going to front. Hashtag Chill Team, work with me. I thought when I pulled that, as I pulled Everson Griffin and whatnot, I thought when I saw that Brandon Marshall, I thought Brandon Marshall wide receiver, like, I guess a flashback card in a way. Even though I knew it wasn't a flashback card, I just saw Brandon Marshall and Denver Broncos. So I was like, oh, the wide receiver. And I was like, bruh, really, Ray? Why you ain't paying attention? Why you ain't paying attention, bro? Clearly, that's not Brandon Marshall, the wide receiver and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be paying attention, baby. As we move on to the next pack, we start off with the Kansas City Chiefs uniform and whatnot. I go back to see if it belongs to a set, and it does. So I'm like, cool, you know, let's see if this Ravens belongs to a set, and it does. So I'm like, cool, let's see what else is going on as we end up pulling Mike Smith. Everything is just going to different sets. The next card was an Earl Bennett and whatnot. I did check the stats on that, and I was like, I guess, whatever. And then we end up pulling for the gold card of Randy Starks and whatnot. I end up selling him. I think he goes for like 8-9K. I was pretty excited to see that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me go ahead and sell that John. Keep it pushing and whatnot. Pull the right guard. And I was like, you really ain't gonna get no PT. So I was like, let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Got the Cowboy Stadium. They ain't gonna do nothing for me. So let's move on. As we end up pulling the Packers home uniform and whatnot. Send it to the collection. And my man's haircut though. Not his haircut, but the hairdo though. Like, is he really pulling that leopard Joan? Like, bruh, let me hit him the whole time. Bruh, what is you doing with that hairdo? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it though. My man dares to be different. There's nothing wrong with being different. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't gonna go down for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not about to go the whole Dennis Rodman route, you feel me? That's really not for me. As we end up pulling a Plexico Burst 2 also. I was pretty excited to see him. I was like, if anything, I'll just put him at tight end. We pulled a Dominic Davis. I was surprised to see how slow he was. I was like, you know what, EA? I'm rocking with the fact that you guys are trying to do everything right. That beautiful Buccaneers offensive playbook. But I feel that y'all trying to be real cool about the stats as we pull Antoine Bethea though. You know what I'm saying? I was excited to see that we pulled him. Even though he's not really gonna play on this team like that, it was still cool to see Bethea get pulled and all that good stuff. But I was like, it's cool that you guys are really trying to be cool about the stats and all that. But bruh, like, y'all really got to get people their speed right. You know what I mean? But then again, I mean, Dominic Davis, it's not like he's a crazy burner. It's not like he's a Michael Vick type of burner or anything like that. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I mean, It really ain't a huge deal, but I was just surprised to see a lot of the speed that's going down on a lot of players and whatnot. But it's all good. As you see, we pull a Tavares Gooden. I was happy to see him because it do got speed on him. Tavares Gooden, he got 86 speed, 91 acceleration, 77 tackle. Not too bad. I mean, he has a 66 overall. But if anything, I can use him. I can actually, if I wanted to, I can start him at the middle linebacker position, and then he doesn't have to make all his tackles. I just need you to slow down the running back just enough time for the rest of my defense to get there, like the defensive lineman, maybe a couple people from the secondary, maybe another right or left outside linebacker and whatnot. That's how I really work with a lot of my middle linebackers. Is you don't have to be the best linebacker. I just need you to get there so you can at least slow down the running back so I can get enough people to get there to stop it and whatnot. But that's just how I work it. I don't know that. Maybe it's just me. So we pull an Aaron Williams and whatnot. Aaron Williams, where did he used to play? I forgot where he used to play, but I was excited to see we pull Aaron Williams, 6 feet tall. I was like, you know, he might be able to play nickel for me. I don't know. I ain't really pulled nothing too crazy out of that pack anyway. So I was like, cool, whatever. So we ended up getting Chris Culliver. I was pretty excited to see him. Another 6-foot corner at 93 speed, 75 overall. That's not that bad. Maybe I'll throw him at nickel and see what's popping and whatnot. He has a 63 awareness. It's kind of whack. But you know, it's really not a huge deal. He has 74 zone coverage, 83 man coverage. That's workable. I can work with that. At that point, that's when I still had the Madden season Richard Sherman, and he was still at 81 before, you know, they went down on stats on him, which is cool. It's really not an issue. Eventually, you know, the Madden season thing is going to end with Richard Sherman, and I'm going to move on. And then you guys pretty much, if you've been paying attention to my corner position, then you pretty much know where I end up going, who started at my corners and all that good stuff. And then right here we pull the Tom Coughlin, a Denver Broncos stadium or whatnot. I'm like, okay, you know, I pulled Chris Culliver as my first card, so I really ain't looking to get anything else great. As we end up pulling the Redskins offensive playbook, let's go ahead and just move on to the next pack. We opened it with the Chargers jersey. Speaking of the Chargers, though, they took out the top dog. Like, what is going on? Why did the Seahawks lose? Like, and then of course, you know, everybody was getting on Richard Sherman, saying this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, y'all will do anything just to say something bad about somebody. So we pulled my boy Jimmy Smith. Shout out to my boy Ghost. You know, so he's a huge Jimmy Smith fan. You know, Ravens fan. You know how y'all be doing out there, Ravens fan. Shout out to him. 6'2", 88 speed, which I was kind of surprised too. I was like, 88 speed though? I guess. But we're going to leave it at that. We're going to pull the last two cards at Chiefs Stadium. We're going to leave it at 5. And we will be back with a couple more packs. But it's been real. It's been trill. It's your boy TDK. And I'm out.